Hi, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm doing a Primark haul. I know I cannot start filming these because I've been buying so much recently. Can't help it because Primark have got really nice and lovely things at the moment. And I'll just go to the Primark haul. You're probably thinking, why the heck should you got this bag when I've not got a lot? But I'll tell you in a minute. Not just, I can show you from the bag. Okay, so that was a white paper bag, so it's pounds, so it's a bit more than like 5p bag, but I went into a girl street store in Glasgow, but when I got into town, before going into it, the weather was horrible and miserable, pouring down rain, so I thought to myself, I'll just get that bag, because I didn't want to get the paper bag, because usually when it rains it just like dissolves and breaks, and then I didn't get all my items wet, so I just thought, why not? Because I can just use it again when I'm just buying more things in clothes shops or food shops, or if I'm just out and about and if I need to buy the kind of things, then hey ho. But I'll just go into two items that are not in the bag, which one I've got on and another item I'll show you in a minute, is this grey off the cold shoulder top, and it is long, it goes to your bum. I don't know if you see the detail on it because I'm sitting down, I'll try and show you, and it just says believe, and it's just got like red flowers with leaves, and it just says positive vibes lead to a good life, Paris, London, 1985, and it's just got the flowers at the bottom again, and that was, well, I'll see if I can, but it was £6. And then the second item, which is not the bag, which I've worn a couple of times, which I cannot stand, it's a pair of shoes. So, in a previous haul that I filmed, which is on my channel, which you can see if you want to have a look, but there's a loads of private hauls because I cannot stop filming them, but I'm going to mix it up a bit, even though because there's like going to be some reviews, like I've been constant in the past, which I haven't had time to film, which I was gonna, but getting back into my routine film videos will be them, and then I have got concept videos which I'm still waiting for cable, but these shoes I did mention back. So like another pair of white shoes I had, I went to the Air with family when the weather was nice in Scotland, so it's just like near again, and the pair of white shoes I had on like coming back from there, the soles cracked, but I did mention that I got another pair of white shoes, like slipper ones, but £3. They were just plain ones, but they were not the actual ones I was looking for. So these ones that I did wanted last time, but they didn't have my size, but they did have a 6, but I wasn't too sure about it. But when I went back in the Primark, they had these ones that I was looking for. But the last two sizes were 6 and 7, so I took the both of them to try, so no one get them. But I tried on the 7, but the bit at the back of it, near the sides, see like near the, yeah, I just feel like it was like when I was like walking. But I tried on the 6 again, even though the last time I tried it and said I wasn't sure it fit me, so I took them, and these were £5 bargain. I just love the detail, they're so nice, like the crissy-cross like detail, but they're a bit different to my usual like slip-on shoes because they're like the black smells. I don't like a lot of them with the shoes on, they're nice, but I can't get away with ones that's like the, is it the Mills? Yeah, the Mill ones, because they just don't feel right on my feet, but these are just nice and just casual, and they're a bit different to my other like slip-on like trainer ones, and these are £5. And I did say when I got these that I would stop buying shoes, but I don't know if that will happen or not, because usually I do say that, and then like later on I see something nice and go, she's bought her a pair of shoes when she's not supposed to, but you can't help if there's so many nice shoes. So I'll just go on to the items that's in the bag, which I hope this bag doesn't think of me again, because I did film this video the first time and added the video because I made a couple of mistakes, and one of the tops I was talking about I said the wrong thing, so I didn't want to upload it, so I'm gutted because it was so funny, me fighting with a bag. Oh my god, it was so funny, but yeah, we'll just go on to the boring. I'm gonna get that out. think that bag wants to take me, but I'll just move it there because I don't want a rematch. Bumpy. Okay, so the first item is just from the makeup range. It's just one of the makeup brushes, so it's the PS Sculpt and Glow Blush to define and highlight, and it's just this one, so it's got kind of good, so it's got two brushes, it's got this thick one, and then the bottom it's got this thin one, but I just want to use the thin one for highlight because I got the fan brush from the makeup stand, and I just want to use it for highlight, but I don't know if I've not used it right or it's just not working, and just see how that goes. But it's 250, so it's not going to break my balance, I mean, because it's 250 for that. And then the next 3 items is from the underwear, so I've got 2 pair of pop socks and 1 pair of knickers, which I'll show you knickers, even though I usually don't show pilot hauls, but I've been a bit brave in showing it because I have watched like a previous like hauls on YouTube and they don't mind showing it, but I'll just show you. But it is a bit boring, it's just a plain pair. Oh, what's up, my? Yeah, get out my eye. So it's just these 3-pack of white mini ones. It's just white frilly ones, and it's 3-pack, so you get a 3 pair for £3, which is £1 each, which is a bargain. Just these plain frilly ones with no front detail, nice. Oh, nice on me. Okay, so the next 2 are pop socks, like the seamless, or the one of the packs is the seamless footies, and then the other one is the visible socks. So this one, I know I cannot stop buying these. 5-pack seamless footies, and the nude, these are 250, and I got it in the size 6 to 8 because I'm 7, and I cannot stop buying these because I always got them. This is the most popular I usually buy in the nude, but I do have them in black, and I do have them in the house, and I've got too many pop socks. Like the visible socks, I've got mostly the plain ones, and then I've got loads of Disney ones, so like I've got like Lion King, I've got Lady and the Tramp, I've got loads of like Little Mermaid, which I'll show you a couple of things in a minute. Which is just 250, and a lot of them I do know where they are. Sometimes like when I get the promotion from mum, even one goes missing or I can't find it on, I have to wait a little bit, and because I know I've been in like a lot of them now again just because they're comfy to put on, I know I have to throw away because of the holes in them, but hey, the last few good, and they're good and nice comfy on me. And then the second pair is another Little Mermaid pair of pop socks. And like a previous Primark haul I did, I got a pair of pops. It's like, I always call them pop socks because that's what they are, but they're actually visible socks. But the other pair that I was like mentioning was like, one of the pops had I can't remember, it had, both of them had the rating them, but I can't remember the description of them. But one had like Ariel and one had Ursula, and they were 250. And these 250 pair that I've got, which I cannot stop buying anything I do at the moment, is these 2 pairs. So the first one is like these mint ones, and it's just glittery, Real Mermaid, and Ariel's flower is glittery, and it's got pink detail on the fur. It's so nice. She's like, both of the like pictures of Ariel, she's like cartoonist, which I like, it's so cute. And then the second one is these like pink ones. That's so cute, and that's like a picture of Ariel. But I love about these is Ariel's tail. It's so pretty, it's so pretty. They're 250, and I cannot stop buying things when I'm married. Which, because I've got 3 tops, and the next top I'll show you is Little Mermaid. Which is good at big. If I can get it. Sorry, it's a bit creased and crushed because I have worn it a couple of times, and it's something similar to the other one I got previous from Primark, in detail, but I'll tell you in a minute. But Primark have got a load of nice things in the Disney range, but there was like 2 tops that I did see that I wasn't too sure to get. It was like the Beauty and the Beast one, so it has like chip on it, so one of them's like grey, but it's just got a wee tiny chip on it. And I don't know if it's like the same colour grey or it's like, I think it's like a darker grey. and it's a bigger picture of a chip, and then it's got the word chip on it, which is so cute and adorable. And then the other Disney top that I was wanting so much that I seen like Primark haul on YouTube was the Cinderella one. So it had it was a grey one and it had Gus Gus, the little mouse, which I so want, but I don't know if the Girl Street one just didn't have it in or was coming in, but I don't know. I want it! But this one, I'm sorry it's a bit grease, it's just the same kind of design I've got there on. So it's just this white and grey detail one, and it's got a picture of Ariel and Flounder, and it just says Mermaid and Training. The other one is something similar to this, but it's just got Ariel, and I think if I know the detail of the rating, I think it says Mermaid off duty, and this one was £6. I think that's the same price I got from there on, but I can't remember because it's been a while back. And I got this in a size 16, and it's just cute and comfy, just with a pair of jeggings or jeans. Hey ho, but it's nice and cute. But I'm addicted, cannot stop buying anything got Little on it. When I see Primark, I think I don't need any more Little Mermaid, and it's like, okay, you can't have it. So the last two tops in this Primark haul are a bit different, unique, and a bit in my comfort zone, but hey ho, that's what I like about it, because I'm being brave myself, trying things. It's a bit out my comfort zone, and which I'm loving at the moment, because Primark bring like nice pretty things, things like nice with like detail or colour and bold prints or just with detail print. But I'll just get the two tops out before I have another favourite bag. Because the other one would look away, but it's now I have to film it again. So before I show you the first top, a lot of like the tops I've got in the moment Primark are the Bardo off the shoulder tops, which I do like. They're nice and pretty, but they just don't. A lot of them just don't fit my body shape. I just don't feel comfy in them. Cause I tried like loads, a couple of things, and there's like the yellow one, just like plain yellow one, but it had like the button detail, but I just didn't feel confident. But this like Barrow top that I was looking for, I couldn't find any downstairs. I think, where the heck is it? And then I went upstairs and I found it, but the only thing was there was only 3 of them left. 2 of them, sorry, were in small size. I think it was like 4, 6 I think. But the last one was the biggest size, 20. I was like, yes, oh bitch, I don't mind, because I got away something for these. Which is this Bardo off the shoulder denim stripy one, which I love so much. It's so pretty, cannot wait to wear this. And I don't know if you have detail on it. It has got flamingos on it. It's so pretty. Cannot stop wearing this. It'll just be so pretty with just a nice choker with jeggings. And this was £10 in a size 20, because usually again some of the tops I might not feel comfy on it. I just want a bit more loose, a bit longer. Sometimes I just want more comfort in my arms, and this feels really comfy and I feel really good on me, and it's like something a bit more comfortable in my body. Woohoo! So the last top in this Primark haul is one of the choker tops, which I did see on Primark's website, and I thought, I don't know if I'm gonna like it now, because it's a bit different. It's a bit something out my comfort zone, and which I usually hate the Primark website. You like, sometimes you like see things, you think, oh, I like that, and then you usually can't find it in the store, or you just don't have it in a size. But I seen it and I thought, I don't know. But then I tried it on, and it's so really nice, even though it does show a bit of flesh on me, which I don't mind, because I'm getting out my comfort zone again, which I can't say that, but it's just this charcoal top, and it's so different and it's so unique, and I've not got anything like this. I've got like a couple like chocolate tops, but it's nothing like similar to this one. So the chocolate detail, I don't know if I'll describe it because I'm not good at describing it. It's like this black stud metal. It's nice. and then it's just got this flower details. So it's just got, if I can show you, it's just got these roses, and it's just got LDN, NYC New York City, and 1990. Yeah, because I was born 1990. Because the way I said it, it come out the wrong one. It's like, meow! And I had to film it again, so that's why I was born. So that's like, I just love that top, so it's like cute and it's pretty. Just got away with like jeggings, or maybe like black pants, because it's really nice on. And I got this in size 18, and it was £8. So this was the last thing on my Primark haul. Hope you enjoyed watching it. Give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you want to, and if you do, press the little notification bell, because that will give you more notifications when I upload another video. And I hope you enjoyed watching it, and there will be more videos coming up soon. Even though I've been filming and uploading loads of Primark hauls, and you think it's a bit boring, but there is more videos coming up soon, because I've got videos from like other concerts and places that I've seen, but I just not had the time or energy to film. But I'm getting back into my role to film videos, so I've got that, and then I've got a couple of concert videos from like this year, 2016, and I think 2015. I've just not had the time to film it because I cannot find the cable like to buy, because I need to buy a new cable for the camera to upload the videos, but that will be probably soon, but probably this month or maybe July that'll come in, but just wait and see what I'm feeling. But hey ho, hope you enjoyed, and thank you for watching, and